Zone Ads, World of Local Business Info.
Very good morning, all of you. Thank you for coming. This is a brilliant strength actually. In the early morning, Sunday morning, we could have all slept with our blankets covered, but we actually chosen to come here, right? That is a very good thing. First of all, let's clap for ourselves. So I want to thank some organizations here who have actually arranged this. To start with HCR, which is Ravi, Anjani, myself primarily. From there, Happy Hyderabad also is the main lead for this organization. Thank you very much. And with the collaboration of Manogya ji and Feko Mat, Medha ji. Thank you very much. So this is a very good collaboration. Here, this is a very interesting combination we are actually going to do. One is actually a bicycle ride from different places people have come. Second is this is a heritage ride as well, heritage walk as such, where it will be led by our heritage man of Hyderabad, we call lovingly. So which is Haseeb. So he is going to take us on a walk down, and also we'll walk up. In this whole process itself, while he is actually talking and while he is actually explaining, he will also we will also involve in plogging, which is actually cleanup as well. So we will clean up in a symbolic way. We cannot clean the world for sure, so we'll actually do our bit in that case. And our today cyclists have actually come from different directions. I have to thank Radha, Ullas, Ritika. They have actually collaborated in getting the cyclists from different places. Thank you for that, Ullas, Radha, Ritika, and whoever actually collaborated. And ECIL runners also come. Many good presence. Chautuandi club also has come. So very good. Thank you very much.
Anything of such sort, the main difficulty I find in any social related or issue is the coordination and collaboration. So I'm happy that different people have come together, and this kind of thing, if it comes, many people come together from different things and support each other, then we have a long way to go. That's all I have to say.
Spread across the city, about 10,000 people. So we are there anywhere, any Kapra Lake also is next thing. Manila Kiran also is there. So all of them, we should all work together and then make it successful. So thanks to all the cyclists who have actually rode from all the way. So I came in car by carpooling. So I'm guilty on that, but I did a carpooling. But our cyclists came. Thank you very much. That's a great thing actually. You all came by cycle.
Lake Revival Group, and we had visited this place about a month and a half ago and found it quite deplorable. So, and we also met the bicycle mayor of Hyderabad around the same time, and we thought, why don't we collaborate and get it going? We do a symbolic plogging, and also the heritage talk will let us know about the history of this place and how we can make it a better place, a clean place, and preserve it. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Thank you so much for joining today, and thanks to all the groups who are, who are collaborating in this great activity that is happening today. So I'll just take 2 minutes to talk about what we are going to do. Firstly, from here we will take the stairs. We are going down at the entrance, and then again we'll come back. There's one saraya right beside this, where we'll have some water and some oranges that will be served for us. After which we'll go on the top of the hill till the Dharga. Behind the Dharga, there's one saraya. So we'll during this walk, we will take care of the plogging activity. And please do not for everybody. It's only, please try to collect only papers and plastic, not glasses. Starting with the heritage talk, it's quite interesting place that we have here in ECIL side, Moula Ali. So most of the people have been here, visited this place multiple times. A lot of people know a lot of things about this place. I'll try to add some value here today. So the word Moula, it means master. So this Dargah It's actually a structure that was built in the year 1578. So 1578 is the duration where Qutub Shahis had a rule here. So the fourth Qutub Shahi ruler, whose name is Ibrahim Khuli Qutub Shah. So he is the person who has built this Dargah here. This was, I'll repeat myself, this was in the year 1578. So back then the city's center point was Golconda Fort. So Golconda Fort was one of the hills and this was one of the hills. And just for the people from Secunderabad side, this is the highest peak point in Secunderabad. And we have similarly 11 structures like this across Telangana. This is one of it. There's a quite fascinating story about why this area or why this mountain is called as Moula Ali Hill, or why this Dargah here. So there's during this Qutub Shahi rule, especially during this fourth Qutub Shahi ruler, Ibrahim Qutub Shah, one of his Darbaris are majorly officials. Back then they had this revenue department, finance department, people management department, water department, various departments as well there. So one of the Darbaris, so people say he was also a minister. His name is Yaqut. So Yaqut was basically he was ill. He was unable to walk. He was going through some disease which he was unable to cure despite taking many Unani medicines back then also. So one day he got a dream of coming on this mountain with some of his colleagues, where on this mountain he actually, in his dream, he met Hazrat Ali. Hazrat Ali is basically an Islamic leader. According to Sunni beliefs, he is the fourth Islamic Khalifa. According to Shia belief, he is the first Islamic Khalifa. So he happened to meet him here, and then the very moment he got up from his sleep, he was cured. His diseases were completely gone. He was absolutely fine. So that's when most of the people visit here for getting better health. They come to this Dargah and offer prayer for getting better health or getting cured from any kind of diseases. So when he came here the very next day, he tried to locate the place, locate the mountain, and where he met Hazrat Ali in a dream. In his dream, he saw his palm marks on the rocks. So that's the same piece which is being kept inside the Dargah. So that's where the people come, they put their hand on it and then recite for better health. That's about it. That's about the how this Hazrat Ali, Moula Ali Dargah came into existence in 1578. But apart from this, we have around, I was like going about how many structures we have in the surroundings. So just to let you know, we have around more than 600 heritage structures just in a radius of 5 kilometers across the mountain. So this mountain itself is, if you look at the mountain from far, it is actually in the shape of a tomb. So we are going down from here, we'll take steps. So just to, couple of more things. It has a height of around 2017 feet from the ground level, with the steps of, few people say 486, 484, somewhere more than 480 steps. So when we are going down from here, we are going to talk about one of the prime ministers that ruled during Nizam era, Asifia dynasty. So this, as I mentioned, this Dargah was, it started in 1578. So till then, it was operative till 1686. After which, when Aurangzeb came, rule started, the Moghali rule, took over Qutub Shahis. So usually on 17th of Rajab, so in Islamic calendars, this is one of the months that is called Rajab. So on that 17th Rajab, there is an event that happens here. So all the people from different communities, they come here to celebrate this. So on this celebration, that's about the celebration. That's about the steps. Talking about, so during this, from 1686 till 1724, this Rajab activity was stopped here because of the Moghali rule. After that, when Nizam's Asifia dynasty, they declared themselves as the ruler of Deccan, again the activity, again the celebration started happening, which is happening even today. So there's small terminology that we use in Muslim community, it's called as sandal. So basically, when Ibrahim Qutb Shah, when he got to know from Yaqut about his dream and Hazrat Ali here, he made this Dargah. There's an activity on 17th Rajab that happens, which is even continuing today. So on every 17th, you will find a big celebration happening here. So from here, we are going down. So I want to introduce to one of the most famous prime ministers that we had in Hyderabad during the rule of princely state of Hyderabad. So we'll go there. Today I'll be introducing everybody to Qutb Shahi art and Indian art. So Indian art is basically Rajasthani art that we have. So most of the structures, I'll try to talk about Indo-Persian constructions that we have back then in 18th and 17th centuries. So we'll start from here, we'll take a walk. Okay, please join me. Are basically constructed by Nizams. Back then, they used to just climb the mountain. In fact, they had a stairs, I'll show it on the way. But these were the places where people often used to come, sit and take rest. Alright, so these structures that you see here, these are called as Persian structures. These Persian structures are a copy structures from Uzbekistan and Iran, mostly from Persian architect. Yeah, we'll go down. Anybody who's got waters or anything for people to drink, they can arrange it here. So back then also this, yes. This is flower on it.
Yes.
So this similar flower.
There will be many steps, right?
So yes. So this is one of the pieces that is left. So if you observe, please keep a look at, have a look at this design. So I'll show you this design on so many structures on the way. If you observe, this was a big stone. It's a one-piece stone back then. So now it's they broke the stone into pieces. Yeah. Usually, if we take so many steps in an apartment, this is basically around, I think, must be around 180 steps from there till the top here. So usually if you take 180 steps on an apartment, we get tired. 180 steps must be around, let's consider 10 floors. But if you take a walk on these stairs, you don't get so much tired. Because they are designed it in such a way, like you take 2 steps and then you get some relaxation. So it's like that, you see. So usually, so these.
Long live Moula Ali, long live Heritage Parkman. Haseeb sir, I just want to ask one thing. There used to be a lot of music here. अभी भी होता है क्या music?
Yes sir, अभी भी होता है. Qutb Shahis are Shia. Yeah, it was a pure.
But then again, Asif Zais were again Shia, is it?
No, Asif Zais was Sunni.
But they agreed to that.
Yeah, because of the beliefs that they had. So Mughals basically they are coming from Uzbekistan,
Central Asia.
Central Asia. So these Qutb Shahi rulers, they're coming from Persian, Iran and all. जी मैम. मुनीर बोल के बोलो. दीवाने खास.
Little bit.
Yeah,
Not upper portion, but lower.
This is one of the most important, significant places in the surrounding of Moula Ali. So this person, he has played a very important role in the development of this area. There's also one lake on his name. He is one of the most strategic person when it comes to taking war strategies. So we'll come inside. This is basically what we are entering into is basically a pure form of Qutb Shahi art, a pure Qutb Shahi art. Please come. So that's a mosque. These are khabars. नहीं, ये family है. Family यहाँ के locals. Yeah. We all can come, but just make sure we don't step on this. That's it. Yeah. Everybody can come.
Small things are also great.
Yeah, they are small babies. Yeah. So anyone who's above 6 weeks or 7 weeks, even in mother's womb, if he dies, we believe that he had a life. So for them also, there is a prayer that we have to offer and bury them in Muslim community. Yeah. So guys, can everyone join here, please? So that was about Qutub Shahi dynasty, where when the Dargah was constructed, and then and then the Moghali rule came into existence for certain decades. As I mentioned, from 1686 till 1724. 1724 is the year when Asif Jahi dynasty declared they declared this place as an independent country, and later it was renamed as Princely State of Hyderabad. So in this Princely State of Hyderabad, there were multiple prime ministers. They had their administrations done. So this person, he's called as Mir Musa Khan. So Mir Musa Khan, he is also very well known as Rukhnud Dawla. I'll repeat that, it's Rukhnud Dawla Bahadur. So he was the 10th Prime Minister under the Princely State of Hyderabad. He became the Prime Minister in the year 1766. In 1775, he was assassinated in one of the wars. I'm not sure. Back then, Nizams had wars with Maharashtrian and with Mysore people, directly with Tipu Sultan and with Bajirao from Maharashtra side. So I'm not sure in which war he actually was assassinated, but he was one of the best administrators because of his administrative skills or because of his negotiation skills. Nizam, the second Nizam, his name was also Nizam. He was able to have an agreement with Britishers. That's when we have this cantonment area in Sikandrabad. There's also a small lake on his name, which is opposite to the Sardar Vallabhbhai Police Academy, near this Bahadurpura side. This Shivrampalli. This lake actually connects to Miralam tank. So this lake was a drinking water for royal family. Back then it was around 104 acres of lake. Today it is only 12 acres of lake. So that's about Musa Khan, who played an important and significant role also in the development of these arches that you see, the entrances of these Moula Ali Hill. And these structures, this is a beautiful form which is a copy of structures from Uzbekistan. It's a Persian art. It's a pure Persian art. So you will find these structures in most of the structures that have been constructed during the Qutub Shahi era. So it's not a Indian thing, it's an Persian art. So inside also you will find those flowers in any structure. Any structure that you find flower over it, including Charminar or Golconda Fort, be it Seven Tombs, any structure. Those are all, if you find flowers over it, that means it's a copy from or it's a Persian art. That's it. Alright. That's it, guys. That's it about. Now this is about Musi, his son here. Let's come here. It's 1212 Hijri, which is 1798. In the same year, even he passed away. So we don't know what was the actual reason. But yes, Raymond actually did suicide. He was the head of the army who was taking care of law and order through French army. Basically, French armies were hired to take care of the people within the city. So after this agreement between British and Nizams, complete in I think 1799 is when Tipu Sultan was attacked and killed in the war. So after that, the history of Hyderabad and the Sikandrabad completely changed. So that's when we have Hyderabad is basically a land, or I would say Princely State of Hyderabad is one of the lands which was not ruled by Britishers till the year 1948. In 1947, India got independence, but in September 1948, the Princely State of Hyderabad, which is called as Princely State of Hyderabad, became a part of Indian Union. Now another important thing about Mir Musa Khan. So basically, in the war that he lost, so we had six districts. That was 6 places. That was a combine of Dakkan. The word Dakkan means south, Dakshin. So in Arabic, it is called as Dakkan. So this included Bidar, Bijapur, Ahmednagar, Vijayanagara, and Hyderabad. So Hyderabad, basically these were the 5 areas. But before that, there's one more area called Aichpur something, which is a part of Maharashtra now. So yeah, not Raichur, Aichpur. So that was actually a war. I believe that, according to my study, that was one of the wars where Mir Musa lost, and because of which that's actually a part of Maharashtra today. Yeah. So initially, yeah, there was a question that was raised. How come this Asifia dynasty or Nizams had a war with the Mughals? So basically, the first Asifia basically is a dynasty. In the dynasty, these Nizams are the rulers. The word Nizam is actually a title which was given by Mughals to these people. The word Nizam means administrator, the one who administrates. So in 1724, he was called as a viceroy of Deccan. Someone, mostly in today's term we call it as governor, who was taking care of the governance of the south area. And later, after the death of Aurangzeb, so the first Kamaruddin, the first Nizam Kamaruddin, he also played a role as a prime minister during the rule of Mughals. After Aurangzeb and Kamaruddin, they were actually some close friends back then. But after his death, his brothers, his sons came into rule, and things did not work out. So there were a lot of wars that happened, during which initially Maharashtrian and Karnatakan, they supported Nizams in having a war against Mughals. So there were a lot of wars that happened, and the second Nizam was actually able to officially declare the place as an independent country. Politics. And then after a lot of, again, the wars happened between Karnataka and Maharashtra. So most of the areas were actually later divided and controlled by Maharashtra. And basically Deccan today, what we have today is just the 50% of back then. Yeah. So from here, we are going back to the same place, and then there are some more structures. So the Saraya that I discussed, we will stop by there. We'll have some water. After that, we'll go directly to the Darga. But while going on the way, there are other structures also that we'll be discussing. Okay, yeah, let's go. Yeah, somebody was asking about music, where back then they used to play some music. So those places are called as drum houses. They're in almost in most of the religion, be it temple or mosque or any religious significance, if there's any music or any khawali that is played, they wanted a separate place for that. So we have similar structures here, where we will go inside today. So this one, if you can see on the right, these are actually the old stairs, which were, graved on the mountains, and that was the main entrance. There's an arch on your right. So that was actually the main entrance. From there, they had all stairs till the top. Yeah. So these are the later steps which were added by Nizams. So that's the main entrance, which is no more a main entrance, unfortunately. Because a lot of place has been encroached by the localites here. So there's no place for people to come by car or park their vehicles. And in fact, if you see, this is a straight direction towards the stairs and till the top of the hill. Absolutely. So यहाँ पर ये बात ये ख़ास ये है कि इस माउंटेन पर सूरज की पहली किरण पड़ती है सिकंदराबाद की, हाँ, और हैदराबाद में गोलकुंडा फोर्ट. सो बैक देन गोलकुंडा फोर्ट. सो क्योंकि और गोलकुंडा फोर्ट से मौला अली नज़र आता था पहले उस ज़माने. यहाँ पर देयर वाज नो सिटी. द सेंटर पॉइंट ऑफ द सिटी वाज गोलकुंडा फोर्ट फ्रॉम काकतिया डायनेस्टी. The first dynasty that was ruled on this Telangana land was Kakatiya dynasty. After Kakatiya dynasty, Bahmani dynasty came into existence. Bahmani dynasty was collapsed, and then the king was dead, and then the first Qutub Shah was actually a governor under Bahmani dynasty. How Nizam was a governor. So मिल गया मौका, हैदराबाद को खुद से डिक्लेयर कर लो कि सेल्फ इंडिपेंडेंट कंट्री है. Qutub Shahi dynasty ruled. After that, Aurangzeb, Moulali dynasty ruled, and then Asifia dynasty have ruled. Yeah. Vijayanagar was actually in. So Vijayanagara basically is an area that is Karnataka today. So, yeah, part of later after that. So Vijayanagara basically was. It was extremely large. So the person Ibrahim Qutub Shah. So I'll tell you a small history. I'll take just 1 minute here. The first Qutub Shahi ruler was actually murdered by his own son. His name is Jamshed. So when Jamshed actually killed his father, he became the second ruler. And then his son became the third ruler. Ibrahim Khuli Qutub Shah, he ran away to Vijayanagara. So Vijayanagara king actually saved Ibrahim Khuli Qutub Shah from Jamshed. So when Jamshed actually died after 7 years, his son actually died after 6-7 months. Then that's when Ibrahim Khuli Qutub Shah became the fourth ruler of Qutub Shahi dynasty. So that's when, after becoming the ruler of Qutub Shahi dynasty, because he stayed in Vijayanagara for 7 years, he knew in and out about their army, their wealth, their strategies, each and everything. He attacked Vijayanagara. And he was actually, Ibrahim Khuli Qutub Shah got married to Vijayanagara's back then king's first daughter. Yeah, so there's that relation to Vijayanagara and Hyderabad, a very close relation to that. It's a combination of Indo-Persian arts during the era of Asifia dynasty, Nizams, not during Qutub Shahi dynasty. Her granddaughter will get married to Aurangzeb's elder son Muhammad Salman. The marriage happened, but the 8th ruler was an orphan who was Abul Fatah. In fact, if you observe this college, Mehboobiya College, you'll find jalis from outside. So people can see from inside what's happening outside, but outsiders cannot see inside. So all these happened during the 6th Nizam ruler, Mir Mehboob Ali Khan. So he was the one who understood the importance of women education, women welfare and their development, their mindset. Before that, women was more about giving birth to a child. We'll be going on the right side, where there's one saraya. There we'll end it. People who are interested to do ziyarat, they can go inside this. So the stone with hand mark of Hazrat Ali, that is actually inside in this. So many people usually come here, they do the cooking with family, they sit, they celebrate and then they leave, irrespective of the religion. Like I was here last Friday with BK sir, Balakrishna sir. So we saw some families sitting there. They prepared some food for all the family members, and they had nicely enjoyed and they left. So there's no restriction to this place. Anybody can come anytime with their family, enjoy it, and then leave. Yeah, make sure we don't throw the plastic on road. That's it. So we'll wait here for 5 minutes. If anybody is interested to go inside, they can go and come. So this ziyarat. So there's one tree there where people do mannat and put locks. Yeah, that's there, and then the structure is there. Yeah.
Subscribe to our channel, click the bell icon and select all.